Test, test, test. Test, test, test. All right, thanks for joining us online. We're getting ready to get started here. Good morning, everybody. I think we'll go ahead and get started with our December quarterly coffee. For those of you who are new, thank you so much for coming this morning. I'll just tell you a little bit about how today's program will go. We'll get lengthy updates from the city, the EDC, and the school, so you'll find out what's happening around town. And from there, we'll move into the rapid fire portion of the agenda, where you guys will have 2 minutes if you're on the agenda to give an update. If you're not on the agenda but you have something that fits into the agenda, feel free to jump up and I guess put yourself on the agenda when we get to that portion of the program today. So again, like I said, thank you so much for coming. We started a little late because I was giving Maddie TikTok ideas, which she loves it when I give her TikTok ideas. It's usually a huge eye roll and oh my gosh, how does your brain work, Stacy? So anyway, that's why we're a little late getting started. I'm just going to start off by saying I just cannot believe we are in December. What an incredibly crazy fast year that we had here in Clear Lake. Another great year. I've got a few updates for you for what we've been doing at the Chamber, and hope that you all have January 15th on your calendar for our annual meeting, where we will go in greater depth about the accomplishments of 25 and look ahead to 26. So I guess I'm just going to start off with the building. Hopefully you guys are following along on Facebook. We've been posting updates regarding our building project. It is coming along really nicely. We have the second and third floors are already drywalled, and all of the EPIS is done with the exception of the brick. Now we're going to save a ton of money because we're going to have Trish do the bricks, because she used to do the bricks on Main. I'm just kidding. No, the bricks will get put up in the spring, and we're still set to be in the building by May 1st. So hopefully getting moved in and all ready for the summer in our brand new space. We can't wait to invite you in and to share that with you. From an event standpoint this last year, you're welcome for ordering up the beautiful snowfall during Christmas by the Lake. It made it very Hallmark movie and beautiful. We had about 8,000 people downtown throughout the day during Christmas by the Lake. So it was another great, beautiful event. Oh, thank you, thank you. And just when we look at our events across the entire year, we had over 175,000 people just come to the Chamber's signature events that we hold. So that's tens of millions of dollars in economic impact when you look at jobs and the service industry and hotel, motel, tax revenue, and those sorts of things. So we're just really proud of the work that we continue to do to draw people to Clear Lake and enjoy all that we have to offer here. From a membership standpoint, this year we welcomed 66 new members to the Chamber. We still have a few days to go, so if you're here and you're not a member yet, we would invite you to join almost 500 businesses and organizations to be part of the work that we're doing to make Clear Lake all that it is. I'd also like to thank everybody who's come to business after hours throughout the past few months. They have been hopping. The one just on Tuesday night was really well attended, so we really appreciate that. It's fun to have everybody get together and get connected, and just hang out and spread some cheer. I also want to point out that our tourism and marketing initiatives have been going really great this year. We've done some new advertising initiatives. We've done a Facebook leads campaign that has generated hundreds of new contacts for our email marketing, thousands of new contacts for our email marketing list, as well as visitor guide distribution. So again, we printed and distributed 40,000 visitor guides this year, and we're looking to do the same next year. So it's very exciting. And then on your table, we have our new membership guide, And if you flip to the back page of that, you will see that across our social media platforms, we've had over 13 million views across all of our social media platforms. So the team is doing an awesome job getting the word out about Clear Lake, spreading awareness, and just really proud and happy to work alongside such a talented group of people. So with that, we'll move on to who's first up? I gotta get it here. All right, first up, we have the Clear Lake Community School District. Yes, we'll move on to what's going on in our school. Thank you guys so much for being here this morning.
Thank you very much. If I don't know you, I'm Ian Dye, Superintendent here at the wonderful Clear Lake Community School District. And I'm sorry I did not participate in Christmas cheer today. Okay, I'm done. And there's a story behind that. So schools love to have pajama day and toga day and dress like your teacher day, name your thing. And one time I ventured into the world of, silly sweater or something. And of course that was the day when something happened out of our control, and it happened to be KCRG TV9 wanted to interview somebody, and I was dressed inappropriately for an interview. So never again, I said. So a Christmas tie would be appropriate. I used to have a number 2 pencil tie back when kids used to do that for testing. I outgrew it. So the lead story here at Clear Lake Community Schools is pretty exciting, and it's really just a brag. But on December 15th, which was Monday, this information became public from the state of Iowa. They've got the Iowa School Performance Profile that it ranks and sorts all of our school districts on a variety of metrics. And those are important metrics, like our Iowa assessments and testing, our graduation rates, our improvement in growth for students in certain subpopulations like special education, attendance rates, improvement in attendance, all that sort of thing. And those scores equate to a ranking system, and it's really to help identify schools that are in need of improvement or acceptable or commendable, and actually the Clear Lake Community School District is in the top 10% of schools at high achieving, which is a fantastic achievement. Yes, that's right. These are people that are related to you and people that work in your businesses and that sort of thing. So high achieving is awesome, and our next level then, the next step we're going for is that just excellent space. And that's just it's the top couple percents. And our score is really, really, really good, and that comes from every single school level, working hard to reach every single student. And, we do offer an awesome product here at Clear Lake Schools in terms of opportunity and post-secondary readiness, and it's not an accident. That's a collaborative effort between all the members of the community, so that's really fun to be a part of that. We're going to put out a little graphic and some more information on that in our social media if you watch any of that, and we've got a really good communication system. So the next step is I just want to thank all of you for your continued partnership and the work that you do to help make our school awesome. I hope that we're giving back to you a little bit in terms of pride and in terms of fun activities to see and in fine arts and all that kind of thing. And hopefully some employees too that come your way. So I'm really grateful for that. And finally, you probably drive now by on 16th Street or First Avenue, and you see huge piles of dirt, and they now have huge piles of snow on them as part of that construction project for the Performing Arts Center. And that is moving along as it's supposed to. You don't see a lot because most of the work now is subterranean before they start launching walls, but we are on pace here for the next 12 to 14 months to finish up a 1,000-seat Performing Arts Center, which is going to be fantastic. It not only has 1,000 seats and a beautiful stage, but also dressing rooms, construction area in the back, green room, a fully functional theater with an orchestra pit that actually allows. It's really cool. There's a culvert tunnel that comes from backstage to the orchestra pit, and it's hydraulic, and it goes up and down. But that not only allows us to be top shelf in terms of our performances, but also allow us to have outside organizations come in and do professional shows. There are a lot of shows that are putting on a performance in Des Moines and the Twin Cities, and they're looking for a place in the middle to land. And so that really offers us that chance to be those people and offer more art into the community. So we're really pleased to be able to do that. And that's going to be, hopefully, we'll start to see preformed walls popping up here in the March-April timeframe. It'll be a little more visible from the road. So good things happening. Thanks again for the work that you do, and I'm looking forward to sharing some coffee with you this morning. Thank you.
We get a twofer this morning on the school, so I'm excited to welcome Chris Murphy. He is our high school principal. They've got some initiatives about workforce readiness that he's going to talk to you guys about, because we're going to have to come alongside the school to make these things happen.
Yes, well, thanks for having me. It's been a while since I've been here. Although I would say the toga day in high school is a little dangerous, so we would probably veto that. Yeah, we have lots of shenanigans going on at school right now. So if you've been in the high school recently, there's a bunch of pictures of me and Mr. Sosby. One of our teachers decided to make a fun coloring activity with me and the assistant principal, and I have some really cool pictures in the high school of me with the Mike Tyson tattoo on the side of my face. So the adults get involved in this just as much as the kids do, and I think they probably enjoy it a lot more. I also came into my office on Wednesday morning, and my entire office was wrapped in Christmas paper. So we have a lot of fun, and it's good. So as Stacy said, we're going to need some help with all of you and some workplace readiness pieces that are coming to us from the state of Iowa. So in the last 2 or 3 years, the state has really kind of pushed on school districts, which is a good thing and makes us kind of change and think about the things that we do to help kids get better prepared as they walk away from us and go on to college or the workforce. So we are looking at how specifically we can help students understand the careers that they're going into. So we have about anywhere from 94 to 95% of our students, when they leave our school district, they go to a 2-year or 4-year school. Many of them are taking on majors that hopefully have jobs at the end of the rainbow. Anyway, parents probably want that to happen, so they're off the payroll. But we really want them to understand what it is that they're stepping into. So the state is really pushing for us to look specifically to how can we get kids into job shadows, how can we get kids into internships, and how can we get them to understand, if I choose to be an engineer or if I choose to be an accountant, what does that actually mean and what am I signing up for when I go into college, so that when they get done with college, and this is supposed to be the next 40 years of your life, you're going to enjoy what you're doing and you're going to stay in the profession. So as we look forward and we start looking at how we're going to do this, we have 131 seniors this school year. So we're trying to find a system or find a way to be able to place those kids throughout their time in high school as they develop interests in looking at things that they want to do beyond high school, that we can then pair them with people, hopefully in our community, that would be willing to take them under their wing and show them kind of the ropes of what they would be doing. And it can even be, too, it's just as valuable for us to be able to send kids to you to even tour and see the things that you do within your business. Because kids basically don't sometimes have the understanding or the idea that, well, if I go to Dean Snyder Construction, that it's not just only people that work there just don't build things or swing hammers. There's also human resource people. There's also people in the front office. They have their own accountants now. They have their own architects. So, like, there is a bunch of different opportunities in any place that you go, that they just don't get pigeonholed in thinking that if I get this particular job, I can only work in these particular sectors. So we're excited about doing it. I know Stacy and I met a couple weeks ago to kind of figure out, because I really wanted to lean on her and say, how do I get in front of people? How can I talk to people? Because this is going to be something we're required to do. And then this opportunity came about, so I was happy that I was able to come here today and be able to share this with you guys. And hopefully, we've done a lot of different initiatives in the 14 years that I've been here with businesses. Some have been really good. Some have been well-intended. And this is something that's going to need to stick, because we're going to have to continue to find ways to help kids understand what they're going to do when they become adults. So I appreciate that. I appreciate being able to come here today and speak to all of you. And hopefully we can build something in our community that really helps our students and prepares them. And then maybe they start to float back and come back to us and stay here even longer. So I appreciate the time, and thanks for having me.
in terms of what's next when it comes to the partnership with the school, we'll probably be sending out a survey that just gauges your interest in, one, are you willing to do job shadows? 2, are you willing to come to the school and speak about your profession? And then 3, are you willing to host interns within your organization? I can say from my own personal experience in high school, I had a professional internship at CUNA Mutual in Waverly, and that was really beneficial to me, and it helped me get an internship at John Deere, which led to additional opportunities. So I think it's really great to get our kids some of that professional experience to really launch their careers and learning. So with that, I'm going to invite my partner here from the Economic Development Corporation, Schreck, to come up and talk about some of the projects and initiatives that he and his team have been working on.
Stay on there. All right, I'll try not to roam. I'll try to stand still. All right, good morning, everyone. Thanks, Stacy. And it's great to hear that from the school district. We love the business-school partnerships. I think that's such a critical component of what our communities can do and how we make sure that our students are aware of what's going on in our business community and the types of opportunities. So I really love that direction. I know we've partnered on several things over the years, like you said, Chris, and a lot of cool stuff to do in all of your businesses. So highly encourage you to get involved in that. So I just want to touch on a few things. One of the big areas that we've focused on a lot in Clear Lake and across the region the last several years, but especially this year, is housing. This year we were designated a Thriving Iowa Community, and that's been a really great program. It helped us to put together a team to really look at our needs, look at the things that we've been doing in housing, and look at where we need to go next in housing. Obviously, this year we opened up the Jade Apartments, the 98 units over in Emerald Edge development. They're about 80% full now, so they're happy with how that's progressed and continues to go forward. We had the Emerald Cove developer or builder in our offices this past week as well. I think they got 13 out of the 16 foundations in, so that'll ultimately be 32 units in that development. I think they said they have 6 of those filled currently out of the 8 that are done. So again, filling these things up as we build them, continue to see great progress on all fronts on that. We have several developers that continue to show interest, whether it's in Emerald Edge, or we're also working with One Vision currently on potential development on their property to the west of the campus. But it's been incredibly encouraging. They're really almost pushing us faster than we can go. So that's been really positive, but it's a challenge because we have a lot of opportunity in that front. And it's great to be a desirable community. We hear from the school district all the time the number of open enrollments we have, well over 300 students come to our community that don't live in our district. So we know that's an opportunity area. Again, if we can get the housing that fits those folks. And again, we want to be a community that welcomes everybody, and we're trying to figure out ways to hit every spectrum. You know, affordable housing, workforce housing, all the way up. We know we have high-end housing. We haven't had too much of a challenge having expensive housing. We really have a challenge getting houses that any normal person making $40,000 a year can afford. You know, folks that we have working in our gas stations and our tourism industry and everything else. So again, we're trying to explore as many avenues on that as we can to keep costs down, to help. Obviously, on the city side, they've been aggressive about incentivizing things. We're looking at state programs. Again, through that Thriving designation, we have access to several programs, and we're trying to capitalize those, figure out which ones fit us, how we can make them work the best, again, and just do the best projects for Clear Lake and across North Iowa to bring more people here and show. We all know we've got an incredible quality of life, and we're a desirable place to be, and we just want to make sure that we have enough room for everyone, right, and do that in a sustainable and wise way. So we really appreciate the way the city and our partners at the Chamber have really approached that. I think it's going incredibly well, and we should have more news on that front regularly, I guess I would say. A lot of project stuff going on as well. We've continued to see interest in development. One of the things that we really try to do is keep aware of properties, sites, things that are available. Again, we need to have a product to sell when we have a business interest in our community or existing industries that are expanding. Right now, we have a couple of really great buildings available. One is Michael's Cookies, if you know the facility down the south end of town. It's about 50,000 square foot, food grade facility, incredible facility for that kind of thing. So I know Snyder family has been working actively on trying to get something in there as well. But if you know of anybody, we always appreciate leads on opportunities with those. Over in Mason City, we have the former Masonite building. It's about a 120,000 square foot building. We've had a lot of interest in. We've got the Shopco building, continues to get interest and would be a great facility for a number of different things. And then Curry's just made available some space that they've got, not in their main facility, but they have another campus on the east side of Mason City. So if you ever have interest, if you know people that are looking in our area, please contact us. We want to make sure that we get them plugged into the right places. And then, of course, we have a lot of land. One of the big projects we've been working on is with Alliant Energy. They've, in the last year, gotten about almost 1,000 acres, just about 900 acres under option over in, we call it the River City Industrial Park, South Mason City. They've been really recruiting large projects. Data centers is one of the main areas. We've had a lot of interest in it. So that's something that we're trying to prepare for. We've got a group that's been going through looking at how that would work, what it would be, what it would mean. If you follow the news, there's different thoughts about data centers and things of that nature. So that's something we're trying to prepare for and make sure, again, it's got to be the right company, the right fit, the right philosophy of how they do business, what the impacts might be. So we're trying to explore and look through all of those things and make sure, again, we find something that is a good fit for us. Alliant has been a very good partner on that, frankly. They're working hard with us to do that right. So we really appreciate that. We also continue to have a lot of manufacturing, warehouse, distribution type projects coming our way. So we've been working on, I think we got 3 different warehousing distribution type projects and right now 5 different manufacturers looking at us in different project activities. So we're continuing to work through those. And then coming up in the next few weeks in the new year already, it's hard to believe, we have our next quarterly connect, Corridor Connect, which we also do quarterly. For better or worse, we have the legislative session coming up, and we're going to have a focus on that. That'll be January 9th at 8:30 over at the Mason City Public Library. We're going to have an update from the Iowa Chamber Alliance director. His name's Dustin Miller. I've worked with him for a long time. He's going to give an overview of the upcoming session, some of the big priority issues that are coming up. A big one that's going to affect everybody potentially is property taxes, some different things in that, some workforce issues. So highly encourage you to attend that if you have any interest. We'll also have some of our legislators at that event with NIAC, one of the big ones that we're watching, a program called 260E, New Job Training that the state's had for a long time, has been incredibly successful, is being considered for some changes. So we're going to focus on that with NIAC and our legislators and try to find out more about that and just make sure that's done well as well. And coming up, January 22nd is the State of North Iowa event. We do that every year with all the partners. So we'll have our organization, Mason City and Clear Lake Chambers, the cities, county, really, again, housing focus this year and some of the things that we're trying to push forward on that front and kind of celebrating some of the successes and then talking again as a region about our shared needs and priorities and making sure we move those forward effectively. So before I end, I got to give one tribute to the mayor because I know he's coming up next. I just want to thank him for the partnership that we've had with him all these years. And he's been such a blessing to work with. He's represented this community so well. And I think at the council meetings that I've probably been in well over 200 council meetings with him. And I've been in, I don't know how many countless meetings like this with him. And the man has just always carried himself with dignity and respect and high character. And we've been so blessed as a community to have his leadership. So thank you, Mayor. I appreciate working with you all these years.
I'll definitely echo that sentiment. Nelson has been a great community advocate for the last 20 years. We won't be harping you on time this morning. We will let you say your piece. So why don't you come on up here, Nelson? I will be harping you about staying in the realm of this square right here so the people online can see you. But like Chad said, just incredible positivity, service above self, has just been a great advocate for Clear Lake and all that we're doing. And so appreciate your service. And with that, I'll let you give the City of Clear Lake update.
Good job. Is this Unicorn Day or what? Sorry. Stacy's not going to believe this, but this is probably going to be my shortest talk, and now she's saying, praise the Lord, he's going to get off on her. But the partnership and Mr. Schreck also mentioned this, but I don't care if you're a small business person, profit, nonprofit, whatever it might be. In this town, we operate on partnerships. So get used to it if you aren't there at this point. That's the only way small town USA is going to make it. I'm really pleased to hear we've got 130 plus kids, what is that, seniors, graduating. I mean, that goes back 25 years or more now since we've had classes really that size. I can recall we're down in the 90s, and then it gets a little scary as to, okay, where is this town going? But in short, I want to thank all you people for supporting what our city council has done over the years. You have been very, very supportive of all the projects and the projects that have been, projects that are to come. And that goes into partnerships as well. I can recall not too long ago, 4 or 5 years ago now, but no, it's maybe a little longer than that, maybe 6, but school board members came down and talked to our administrative staff at the city and said, would you guys be interested in partnering on a wellness center here on the south end of our gymnasium, wrestling room area? Do you have any interest in that at all? Kind of hesitatingly. And together we said a word that has 3 letters in it, and that was yes. And that's how that wellness center got kicked off. We trusted each other. We worked together for a number of years. We built the school built the structure, and the city operates it. Jump to another partnership, and this building you're sitting in, most of you know, is a national landmark. There are only 27 in Iowa and somewhere around 2,500 to 3,000 in the United States. Secretary of Interior walked in and around this room where you are sitting to make sure that he could go back to Congress and say, this particular building needs to be on the national records of a national landmark. Then we, along with the North Iowa Cultural Center and Museum Board that run this particular building, said, let's partner at kind of the northwest. It's hard finding directions in this town, as you know, the northwest portion of this building, and create what is now called the Music Experience Center. And so we partnered there with them too. This time we built the building, and I call it the NICM group, is kind of running or operating all the events that are occurring over there right now. And by the way, if you haven't been over there yet, you need to get yourself over there right now, because that's a part of really promoting this whole community. Another partnership. You know, the organization that runs this particular building and now that area over there, and we went together to put the 3 pieces together, and they all aren't together yet, but it's that particular building, the streetscape, and the entrance to the lake. That will make a bright spot here. Years ago, we had to get that lake restored. That's a bright spot there, and will continue to be, because you don't stop on that stuff, any of it. You continue on. I can recall walking up and down Main Street, and it was almost like a ghost town. Paul Stevenson, who's in this building right now, and we got together with the editor of the newspaper and the Chamber of Commerce director at that time. And we went out and talked to people to try and entice them to come to our town and fill up a couple of buildings that were really, really important to be filled on our main street. And we got the job done. You have to work together. It's critical. It's critical. And I'm so proud of this particular community because they are accepting of all of that. And we're on a roll, folks. We're on a roll. The housing was down. Now you heard this morning, Mr. Schreck indicated that, wow, look where we are at this point in time. That only got kind of kicked off, what, Chad, couple, 3 years ago in earnest, and now it's moving. All right, here's my last. I see Stacy has her hands together over there, hoping this is over with. I want to give you a little clue here and see if you can come up with this to recognize what group I'm talking about. Right off the bat, it's going to give it away. They host a leadership class. They are responsible for Christmas by the Lake. They are responsible in a partnership with a couple in town here with Color the Wind Kite Festival. They are strong supporters of the triathlon, which is now the state triathlon that will be held this year, the third week of August. They conducted Thursdays on Main. They are conducting Thursdays on Main, which runs, I believe, from middle June to middle August. And this year, record numbers over 3 blocks. They are organizers, hosts, supporters, cleanup of the 5-day Evans Carnival that this coming year, I think, will be 54 years of the Evans show coming to this town during the 4th of July. They are especially fond of bingo in the park. They will promote that like you can't believe. And they are also responsible for Harvest Fest. Is it Fest or Festival? Fest, whatever. And all of these that I have just talked about had record numbers this past year. Record numbers in little town Clear Lake. I can't thank them enough. I can't thank them enough. And I'm going to ask them to stand up individually and stay standing. This is the Chamber of Commerce staff. Jenny Fassbender, please stand and stay. Maddie Anderly, here is trouble with a capital T. And her mom is here today, so she has to behave. Libby Hahn. Trish Funderman is up in the Wolverine state, so we can't talk to her. And Ashley Wise, _Wise. Ashley, stand up. And the queen bee of all the queen bees in that wonderful chamber place down there, Stacy, Doughan, and they are ready for that new building to come along, as she said, May 1st, if not sooner. Let's give it up for this group. They don't come any better. They don't come any better. And you talk about partnerships, they know how to do that. And it's not always with the hand opening. palms for the poor here, but they are the greatest bunch, I think, we have to keep things going in this town. So when they say, Crabb, you've got a lot of things going over there. No, it's not Crabb, but it's this beautiful group of ladies that really keep things moving. Thank you all. It's been a great joy of mine to, and I'm not going into the Conestoga talk, but of being in this town now, well over, my wife and I, well over 60 some years. And I got school stories if you want to hear those too, but we won't go into that. But a great town, a great place. Merry Christmas to all, and have a blessed New Year.
Gosh, it's a little dusty in here. Oh my goodness. Like I said, we'll be moving on to the rapid fire portion of the agenda now. So if you happen to be in the new employees and promotion section of the agenda, I'd invite you to come up along the bar over here so we can hand the mic from group to group, and we'll get moving into our member highlights that we have for the rest of today. All right, up first we have our One Vision crew.
Morning, everyone. My name is Mario. I'm with One Vision. And as most of you, I hope, know, we have a whole thrift operation, right? We've got 3 stores in Waterloo, in Fort Dodge, and in Clear Lake. And our thrift operation has 2 parts, Besides the stores, we also have a thrift solutions. And what we do over there is brokerage. We pick up from about 80 partner organizations. We upcycle, we recycle, and we do consulting. And Chris Cash, who was the previous manager of that operation, moved on to a different part in our organization. And guess what? Mark was already standing right there and ready to roll in an exciting new opportunity, I hope.
So, hi, I am Mark Peterson. I have been with One Vision, I believe, about 8 years now. 5 of which have been with our thrift services department or our recycling department. So I've kind of been around since the inception of that. In that time, I've seen it grow to a point where we're recycling about 2 million pounds per year of items that would have rather been in our local landfills. So it's been exciting to see that operation grow, and I'm excited to kind of take the reins here and continue that growth and continue the partnerships that we've built and continue to find more. So, yep. Thank you. Yep.
Good morning. I'm Amy Kern. I work in human resources at Clear Lake Bank and Trust, and we're your largest employer in the Clear Lake downtown area. We've added a few faces to our Clear Lake office. On the agenda, Libby McCarthy was going to join us this morning, but our wonderful North Iowa weather last night prevented her from coming back to town. But with me this morning, I have Justin Prusman. Justin is a North Iowa native. He grew up in Mason City and attended Nyack and Waldorf. He brought 5 years of banking experience to his new role in the Clear Lake office as a personal banker, retail banker. So you can come see his smiling face if you have any banking needs. He is involved in the community. He's actually vice president of the Right on the Park board and enjoys spending time helping that organization. So I also have with me Jason Kirkpatrick this morning. He joined us last month as VP in our trust department, VP trust officer. And Jason is from Grundy Center, and he and his family are sort of bi-coastal here in Iowa. They live part-time in Grundy Center and part-time in Clear Lake here. He's maybe a familiar face to you because he has also been involved in real estate in the past here in North Iowa. So if you're thinking, wow, he looks familiar. Jason and his wife have a couple of kids. It won't probably surprise you to know that they're athletes, basketball, volleyball. So you can find him encouraging them on their sports team and coaching at times as well. So I'm pleased to announce these new faces and would welcome you to come check them out in our Clear Lake office.
Well, good morning. So I'm Alice Hanley, and nobody can spell it, but I'm part of Connoisseur Media. But Ashley, you spelled it correctly, so thank you. We were formerly Alpha Media. We became Connoisseur Media in September, and what you're probably familiar with is AM 1300 KGLO, 93.9 KIA, the Country Moose, Star 106 KLSS, 1490 KRIB, and 1027 Super Hits. So we have 5 great radio stations. One of the first things that our new ownership wanted to do was bring local back to KGLO radio. So the new hire, unfortunately, he is in the KGLO studio on the air this morning. And we are so excited to have Bob Fisher back on board with the Heritage Stations in North Iowa. He is thrilled. He's thrilled to be back. So not only is he 6 to 9 every Monday through Friday on KGLO radio, also doing news broadcasts on the other stations. He's our ag director, sports director, so the voice of the Clear Lake Lions is once again back on KRIB radio after almost 30 years. So thank you very much. Thanks for welcoming Bob back. The community support has been just incredible. So we now have a great source for local news. Thank you.
I was victim to trying to spell connoisseur. Even Google was failing me. All right, now if you happen to be a new member of the Clear Lake Chamber and are wanting to introduce yourself, I'll invite you to come on up. I know that we got a message from our first one on the agenda. The Reserve 173 crew couldn't make it here this morning. But if you missed it, the Juarez brothers who run the Euro Place are now operating 173's building there on First Avenue North. So make sure you get there, check it out. They brought back a lot of the fun things that happened there, including bingo on Wednesday night. So make sure to check them out and give them your support.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tad Gabrielson from Ventura, close little big metropolis to the west of it, to the west of us here. I didn't make the agenda, but I invite you to our new building going up in Ventura, which is an Airbnb. It's not quite finished yet, and for those who are interested, I'm going to be standing here, if it's okay with you guys, after the thing, and I have some pamphlets written out. We're going to open up in January sometime. Countertops went in yesterday. They're doing trim, so it's very exciting for me. On 2/3 of the side is storage for boats and campers, and on the 1/3 side is a 2-bedroom Airbnb. So we're looking forward. Very exciting to meet Ashley. When I walked into the office, I asked her one question. Ashley, if you had an Airbnb, would you join the chamber? And she says, oh my gosh, yes. And so kudos to Ashley, so get me involved, and we look forward to working, as the mayor said, partnership with Clear Lake. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. All right, we're going to move on to our special updates, things of interest and honors, and I think Ashley's vying for a bigger raise with her membership recruitment effort, so kudos to Ashley this morning. She does do a good job telling people why they should be part of our organization, so appreciate that about her. Again, special updates, things of interest and honors. I invite you guys to come up along the side over here, and we'll be passing the mic from organization to organization. First up, we have Paul Stevenson of Clear Lake Bank and Trust.
Thanks, Stacy. Merry Christmas. Hello, I'm Paul Stevenson from Clear Lake Bank and Trust. I would have worn my sweater today, But we're doing something a little bit special that Lisa will tell you about. Plus, I knew Lane would be here with his flashy, there he is back there. And I knew he would outdo everybody. So, again, I'm Paul Stevenson from Clear Lake Bank and Trust, and I have the pleasure today to announce that once again, Clear Lake Bank and Trust has been designated a top workplace in the state of Iowa. Now, this is a really cool program because it's done by an independent third party that administers a survey for all our employees. And sometimes that can be scary when it's an anonymous survey because you don't know what you're going to get back. But fortunately, we were designated again. What do we do with this information when we get it back from the survey people? Well, we look at it. We analyze it. There's usually a lot of things to celebrate, which is nice. And then there's a couple things that, we need to work on. And as I was telling Ian before the meeting here, there's a couple things you can continue to work on in your organization just to make you a little bit better. So another thing about this survey, it's been going on 15 years. And Clear Lake Bank and Trust is one of 4 companies in the state of Iowa that has got this award every single year. Thank you. Now, that award isn't given to one person or one group of people inside the organization. We get this award, it's a testament to our employees. All our employees work hard together. They support one another through personal issues, professional challenges, and so forth. So it's a testament to each and every one of our employees, and I thank them for that. So before I go, I'd also like to do a shout out to the mayor. I know Chad did, but I've known this person for over 20 years, and he's been an excellent mayor. You've been a great ambassador for the community, a great cheerleader, no offense to the chamber, but more importantly, you've been a good friend to everybody. So I thank you for that.
Thank you. I am Lisa with Clear Lake Bank and Trust. I'm the retail manager here in Clear Lake, and I want to just share a few things that we have going on and some things that we're really, really proud of. As you see in the audience, there's a lot of these white shirts that I'm going to piggyback a little off of what the mayor had said is partnering with the community and shopping small and shopping local. It's very, very important, for our community to be sure during the holiday season that we really think of shopping here in town. Statistics do show that 68 cents on the dollar actually stays within the community. So it's really an investment that we are putting into ourselves here. And also think of it too, you're probably going to get better service and a more personalized experience at those places that you're shopping as well. So we are encouraging our team members every Friday throughout December to really bring awareness and wear our shirts. And in conjunction with that, we also have put together a food drive at all of our locations for our local food banks. And team members can have a casual Friday and wear jeans. They, by doing that, can donate 2 non-perishable items or $5 to do that. And I am so proud so far. We've raised $890 and we have over 450 items donated that we're going to be able to send out. So we are so proud. Our tables will be up for the food drive till January 2nd. So if you want to stop by, they're at all of the locations and we would love to see you. Everybody have a good holiday.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Sydney Dighton. I'm the president of the Clear Lake JCs, and I'm here today to promote the group. You guys should see some flyers on your table. We are a small but mighty group of young professionals that are focused on giving back to the community, whether that's volunteering, hosting fundraising efforts. In 2025, we gave back over $6,600 to local groups, including our Polar Bear Plunge that raised $4,500 for Toys for Tots and the Clear Lake Children Family in Need Fund. So I encourage you all, if you have young professionals at your workplace, if you yourself are a young professional, please consider joining us for a monthly meeting. We meet the second Thursday of every month with the location varying. But in January, we will be at Pretzel Makers to hear about how they partnered with the Lakeview Pub, and so to learn about that entrepreneurship. But follow us on Facebook if you want to learn more.
Good morning. I'm Tammy Sherwood, and I am new at the Central Gardens of North Iowa. I'm originally from Boulder, Colorado, and I came here for my granddaughters. And I ended up staying because you guys have a community here that was something that I never have experienced in a metro state or a metro area. So I love being here. I've spent 25 plus years in the nonprofit arena as a capacity builder, but also in the alternative dispute resolution field. So I joke around that I've been invited to some of the best fights in town. And so how I balanced that was being in nature, hiking, camping, but gardening. And so and I'm new to this position since November. I'm not new to capacity building and nonprofits, but I just started in November. So I suspect there's more of you that know about the gardens than I do. And I would really welcome a moment to have coffee with you or to learn what you know, especially when we talk about collaboration, how important that is. And to be here with all of you and to get to know how the gardens have impacted you and how we can develop even stronger partnerships with each other, or if we don't already have that. So one of the things, I got some notes here because Doug Marty was like, make sure we got some numbers for you all. So this year we had over 100 plus volunteers, and many of you know we have over 20 plus themed gardens there. And we had over 20,000 visitors this year. And one of the things I found out is that the gardens is one of the top 3 places that is advised by TripAdvisor. So people come here for the gardens. And so that means that people are here and they come and they need a place to eat lunch. They need a place to spend their time or a place to stay. So we have 60% of our visitors come from outside of Clear Lake and Mason Cities. We have social media. So our engagement, we had almost over 4,000 Facebook views, 5,300 interactions, and almost 12,000 page visits. So people are interested in looking at what we're about. And our demographics, we are at 88% women, so as we know, they are key decision makers. Our age range is from 25 to 65, and of course we have lots of programs for the little ones too. And one of the reasons that's important is, and I would ask, who here hasn't, or who here has experienced the gardens? Okay, well, you guys know, see? You guys know something about it. So our picnic and performances, the Be Happy Discovery Garden, Fresh on Fridays, Garden Explorers, Pumpkin Palooza, we had over 1,600 visitors to that event. So that's phenomenal. And I think when Mr. Crabb talked about how important partnerships are, I don't think any of this, well, obviously we couldn't be here if it wasn't for you all. And I really feel that the chamber, when I hear you all talking, like when you think about a wheel, or you're the glue, the wheel, you're like the center, and what keeps us all together. So I really appreciate that. And I'm very passionate about the schools. I've worked in schools for a number of years. When Chris and Ian, when you talked about partnerships, I think about the gardens, and for any of you that if you're wanting to learn more about nonprofit management or fundraising, event planning, that we would love to have students. I know we're also with the Future Farmers of America, so I'm still like,
I need to talk to you all about that and understand more about it. One thing about investing in us, and I have on your table, I put corporate membership. So I suspect some of you already are members, but it's just an encouragement to be a part of that, because we know that when people come to a business and they know that you give and you give to your community, that they trust you. It also, the Guards is a place too, as a corporate member, you get a chance to be able to get discounts on our space there, inside and out. And so you get recognition in our newsletter and, of course, our social media events. And I also feel like it's an opportunity, too, if you were to have a table, if you were to be there, to invite your employees to come and volunteer at an event, because we do know that that increases morale, that it's a place where employees can feel connected and whatnot. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to get to know all of you and be more connected with the community. So thanks.
Hey, I'm Pete Potts. I'm the Director of Marketing and PR here at the Surf Ballroom. Just a couple of quick updates. As a lot of you know, it's been a year of big changes here at the Surf. Our former CEO has moved on after his year-long contract. So we are in the process of now preparing for Winter Dance Party. Who here has been to the Winter Dance Party before? Okay, that's not nearly enough hands. Please come. Get your tickets. You don't have to come for all 3 days. It's actually 5 days this year. But we start on Wednesday with a group, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday is Billy F. Gibbons with ZZ Top. We've got some new programming going on, which is incredible. We've got some special guests you do not want to miss. So feel free to get all the tickets or just a few tickets. That would be great. Also, our Surf Music Academy is well on its way to establishing itself as an elite organization to send not just your kids, but adults. I'm going to start taking guitar lessons after Winter Dance Party is over. Think about that. Actually, for Christmas, we have gift certificates. If you want to gift some music lessons, our instructors are incredible. These are people who have performed at Carnegie Hall and Grand Ole Opry. I mean, these are top-notch musicians. And then the last thing is, again, we're always looking for volunteers. You can volunteer at the MEC. You can volunteer here and tell all your stories that you have about the Surf Ballroom. Mayor Crabb, it looks like you might have some time, so now might be the time for you to start volunteering. Thanks so much.
I snuck in there, I'm sorry. Hi, my name is Cindy Davis. I am the CEO of North Iowa Community Action Agency organization. If you don't know what we do, we provide assistance to individuals in need, mostly those that are below 200% of the federal poverty level. As you know, with the government shutdown, some of our funding was postponed, so people were putting in applications for our low-income heating assistance program. We now do have funding through the end of January. We serve a lot of people that are seniors on fixed income that might need some heating assistance. So if you know of any, please send them our way to fill out applications. Protects them, moratorium protection, so they don't have their heat turned off. We have a collaboration with the Des Moines Register for Embrace Iowa. They are raising funds. Our goal is $500,000 to go out to individuals within the state of Iowa. If you are in need of assistance, some things that people write for or put an application in for, they may need glasses for their children or tires for their car, some washer or dryer. Those are just some of the things that we are able to provide. So if you know of anybody that is in need, please have them come to our location in Mason City. We are downtown, right across from Wells Fargo. We house there also is our WIC program, our Women, Infant, and Children. So if you know individuals who have children between the ages of 0 and 5 to get some nutrition assistance, please have them come fill out applications for that as well. We run the Head Start, Early Head Start program. We have a location here in Clear Lake. And we also have one in Mason City. We have our own building now that we just opened up. So we're very excited about that. Preschool services as well as early childhood. So if you know of any, like I said, anybody, please send them our way to fill out applications. I would greatly appreciate that. We want to make sure that we're serving those most vulnerable in our area. Then I'm going to put on my other hat. I'm also one of 5 VA Cerro Gordo commissioners. And with that, I am a member of the VFW. So as I heard everybody talking about bingo, I just want to let you know that we do bingo on the 2nd and 4th Monday nights at 6:30. So come on out.
Cindy, don't go too far. Cindy, now that you're not holding the mic, please demonstrate. Okay.
You know, this, just so if you don't know, I am the troublemaker's mother. So with that, I see a lot of TikToks. That wouldn't be my natural thing, but
it's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, we're going to move to the final section of our agenda. Like I mentioned, if you happen to not be on the agenda or want to jump in, this is your last chance to jump in. For those of you who still want to get some mic time, go ahead and line up over here along the bar, and we'll be passing the mic from organization to organization. And it looks like we've got the Papa John Center going to take the mic first.
Good morning. I'm Ashley Page with the Nyack Papa John Center. I've got 3 flyers on your table today. As the new year starts, we've got some new programs ramping up. First off is our Business Essentials. That'll be January 22nd. It's via Zoom. It's free. It's great for anyone that's looking to start a business, or maybe you started but you don't quite know what you're doing yet. It's a great couple hours. You can do it from your PJs on the couch, hop on in, learn some stuff, ask questions. It covers the business landscape, entities, case studies, why businesses fail. Then we have Venture School starting in February. This is a 7-week program. Great for people that might want to start a business but not quite sure if they have a market. They can test their product or service, see if there's a market for it before they go to market and fail. Failure is my word for the day. Next is Idea Camp. This is for middle schoolers. It is on President's Day, so sorry, Clear Lake, your middle schoolers are in school that day. But the area schools that don't have school that day, send your middle schoolers to Idea Camp. They will work through a business they currently have, or we can help them find a business with things that interest them. And they'll walk through the business model canvas. They'll have to present at the end of it to judges for prize money. But we do offer this camp in the summer as well. So if you do have children that are in school that day but might be interested in this, take the flyer, send me an email, and we can keep you updated on what the summer schedule looks like for that. And then last, we are updating our mentor program. We have a new program we're going to be launching in the spring, and we are looking for new mentors to join us. To be a mentor, you don't have to be a business owner. We look for a lot of subject matter experts in legal, HR, accounting, finance, pretty much anything a business owner might need. So if you want to help businesses start, scale, whatever that looks like, and you're interested in becoming a member or a mentor, my contact information is at the bottom of that flyer. Just shoot me an email.
Good morning, Merry Christmas. I'm Janet Johnson with One Vision. I first would like to thank all of you who helped us have a very successful Lights on 5K. Even though we had to move it in because it got a little cold, we were able to purchase gifts for 133 individuals that would have gotten nothing on Christmas morning. So I really, really want to thank each of you. So whether you walked it, you ran it, you helped volunteer with some of the groups, if you helped us wrap thousands of presents, and every one of them has a beautiful bow on it. So I just want to thank you. This community is amazing, and the support that you give us is awesome. Now, moving on, who likes trivia? Woo! We have our very own famous Seth Ashland, who is a Jeopardy guru, and we will be bringing Jeopardy back. We have on February 5th, we'll be at Legacy Golf Course. We're looking for teams. So if your business wants to support, and we have two-person teams, just so that you don't have to get there and like you have a little bit of support. You can call a friend. So two people's teams, and we'll be on September 5th at Legacy Golf Course, and then on February 17th during a Clear Lake after hours, we'll be at One Vision's KLC. So if you're interested in having a team, let me know, and we're going to have a little something new. We'll have some trivia cards, so if you want to play along in the audience, you can do that too. So thank you for all you do, and Merry Christmas.
Good morning, I'm Brianna Shelley. I work at the Clear Lake Public Library. I'm the Youth Services Director. So generally, I am all ages, birth through 5th grade, but we have a lot of great things happening at the library over winter. So December 8th, we started a winter reading program called Reading Dragons. So it is kind of a add-on to our summer reading program. And it is super fun. It's really easy. All you got to do is stop by the desk. We'll get you a reading log and your starter pack of trading cards. It works kind of like rock, paper, scissors meets Pokemon is how the game works. But all ages can earn these trading cards from now until the end of January. So if you've got anyone in your family that likes dragons, Pokemon, games, reading, we can accommodate all of those interests. If you're looking for something specific over winter break, the back side of that page on your table also has all of our winter break programs. So in particular, those tweens and teens, we are showing Minecraft on Monday, but it's an interactive movie. So they'll get to fling some rubber chickens, eat some spicy Cheez-Its. There's lots of fun things throughout that movie for them. We've also got Lego Open Build, and we'll have like Mega Blocks and Duplos out at the same time. So all of the littles can come as well. Game day is open to everyone, and we'll have giant games, board games, card games, you name it. The meeting room will be full. And then if you, like me, cannot make it until midnight on New Year's Eve, we do a countdown to Noon Year. So bring the kids. We will get them some fizzy grape juice. They can enjoy Noon Year, and then you can put them to bed early that night. You're welcome, and we will see you at the library.
Hi, good morning. I'm Sarah Olson. Chris Murphy kind of talked about what I'm going to talk about today. Ironically, I work with 3 districts in the surrounding communities, and we've set up work sites. I've been doing it about 16 years. Honestly, it is a rewarding job. As you guys were talking up here, you had an Airbnb. I'm like, oh, I have students that can clean. I wonder if they want cleaners. And they're talking about welding and like different things like that. I have a student for each match. What I do, I won't waste your time today either. I come in and I find out what you're doing in your business. Hey, what openings do you have? What things do you need to get to? What would you like to train a student in? And then I partner with you. And we just make sure it's successful all the way through. Students earn a credit in doing it. We also do tours of many businesses so they can learn that too. But it's about partnerships today, right? We're all working together for one thing, and these students are going to be in the community, and we want them to be a part of the community. And if they find a job within your agency and employee, then that's a plus, right? But it doesn't have to be. They can get elective credit for doing it. So I just appreciate your time. If you're interested, please reach out to me. I have plenty of business cards here today, and I would like to come in and hear what you're doing. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. Sorry, I typed my speech. I didn't memorize it. I'm very impressed by all of you guys to be able to do that. So don't mind me. I thought there would be a podium. I'm clearly new here. So we are new members. My company is KDM Financial Services, North Iowa, representing new membership here at Clear Lake Chamber. A little bit about myself. Proud parent of a 5-year-old daughter. She goes to Newman. She's kindergarten there. If you ever need expert advice on makeup, negotiating bedtimes, or even coloring, she's your girl. I'm not a big fan of transferring blame. Part of the reason why I'm late today is fighting with her this morning. Parents, you know what I'm dealing with. Didn't actually go to school for bookkeeping or taxes or anything like that. I actually went to school for law enforcement. So if your guys' previous returns do look suspicious, I won't say anything. We'll just stick to the number side of everything and we'll call it good. Let's see here. KDM Financial Services is a family business. My mother did open the first office down in 2020 down in Fremont, Texas. I've been there. You're not missing anything. Small town, 2,000 people. My mom is the only one with a 2-story house, so literally not missing anything. I've been doing my own taxes for years. Eventually, my mom, she expanded over to Council Bluffs, said, you should open up in Mason City, Clear Lake area, and it goes to show that moms are usually right. So here I am. Our goal is simple. We want to help individuals, small businesses. We want to help them feel confident, informed, and a little less stressed when it comes to their financials, especially during tax season. We are also a Smart Choice Worldwide Networks affiliate, so we'll be providing a wide variety of commercial insurance products along with our specialty life insurance programs, which includes tax-free investment and retirement products. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'll be more prepared next time, I promise. I'm grateful for the opportunity in this community, and I very much look forward to working with all of you and getting to know all of you guys. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Faith Lawler. I am the gallery manager at the Clear Lake Arts Center. I wanted to come here and share with you that we have 2 exhibits that are in play right now. We're going to have an opening reception for them tomorrow at 2 o'clock. On your little flyer it says 2 to 3, but I can foresee it going until like 4 o'clock. We just like to be social and have people coming. I don't know how much everyone knows about the history of the Clear Lake Arts Center. I'm always kind of telling new people. We just had our business after hours that was very well attended. Over 130 people came out, and I got to give them some little tours and share with them a little bit more about our local artists. We have a lot of great local artists in our community, 2 of which are on these little handouts that I had given out to you. We have an upstairs to our vicinity that I think a lot of people kind of miss out on. We are about 50 years of an organization here in Clear Lake, the Clear Lake Arts Council. We acquired our building in 2004, so about 20 years. That was once a bank. So our upstairs galleries, we have Changing Perspectives by Dolores Frederick. She is local to Clear Lake. She has over 40 years of watercolor works in that gallery. She ranges from naturalistic depictions to abstraction. So in this little picture here, she has a great Clear Lake scene. There's a lot of great Clear Lake art that's up there. She's nearing the end of her venture here in Clear Lake. She's in her 80s before going into assisted living. So this is a great piece of Clear Lake history to kind of come and observe and take home with you. The other one right next to it is China from the South China Sea. This is by Dr. Marty Geigerho. She is an instructor at NIAC who recently moved here about 2 years ago. She's done a lot of artists in residencies throughout the country, specifically in Hong Kong, where she's done a lot of conceptual work. She's a ceramicist, and she's gone along the beaches of China, collected China that was discarded and created new China with it. So she'll give a lot of insight about the history of the objects and the new conceptions that she's made along with it. So I really encourage you guys to come out. The organization, again, like I said, is reaching its 50 years in 2007. So we're looking forward to great initiatives to come with that. So thank you.
It's on. It's on. I just wanted to say thank you, everybody. Lane Krause from North Shore Chiropractic. We celebrated 2 years of being around and supporting the community, and we just really appreciate all of your guys' help. The referrals, we enjoy changing lives, and we appreciate getting 2 years of doing that. Be safe, have a Merry Christmas, and please be careful on the ice. I'm tired of seeing everyone falling when they come in. So be careful, waddle like penguins, and just have a Merry Christmas, everybody.
All right, that is the end of our program. I do want to say thank you for all of your support this last year. We can't do what we do without your support, so we really, really appreciate it. That One final thing that we need to do is we need to crown our victorious, beautiful sweater wearing contestant today. And I think we might all be in agreement that homemade is best. So Cindy, you are our sweater winning champion today. We are going to award you this lovely Clear Lake, Iowa sweatshirt. So thanks everyone for coming. Have a great Christmas. I really appreciate you.